With Elite Dangerous Odyssey in such a turbulent state, I did what many others did as well. I dabbled in Star Citizen. This will be a video full of first impressions, things that stood out to me in the first hour of gameplay. One big question that stood out to me after my experience with Star Citizen: why would I play Elite? Fact is, Elite used to be that game that, well, was actually a game, while Star Citizen was the unfinished, bug-ridden tech demo lacking much actual gameplay. Like you probably already know, that's changed. While Elite Dangerous' Odyssey remains in a foobar state for the foreseeable future, Star Citizen has made incredible progress and can be considered a playable game with content that has nothing but incredible stuff coming in the coming weeks and months. Right, where to start expressing my thoughts on Star Citizen then? I'll start with the flight model because, above all, this is the most important thing to me. I always expected the flight model to be flaky and unfinished compared to Elite, but my god was I wrong. The handling of even the simplest of ships, the Aurora, feels like it has actual weight behind it. The thrusters react realistically in every direction. The sound of the thrusters give incredible feedback, and above all, no artificial limiters on things like yaw, roll and pitch. This means that while the Aurora is pretty sluggish, you retain the freedom to point your ship wherever you want in rapid succession, so the only limit you have is in regard to how fast you allow yourself to go and how much drift you'll put yourself through before you can recover. I went straight for the Decoupled Mode, which is pretty much the same as Flight Assist off in Elite, and my god does it feel good. You feel even more than in Elite that you've got a real ship under your butt that can casually push 1200 meters per second in 0G, and I haven't even mentioned the atmospheric aerodynamics effects. These are so cool. Flying your ship through Atmo sees you take a drastic reduction in top speed and an incredibly immersive change in flight characteristics. When flying at speed, the ship wants to stay in its tracks as it cuts through the air. Any yaw or pitch will see the ship trying to get back onto its vector as soon as you release the controls. Very snappy. Adding lateral thrusters can assist in tightening a turn and adding some additional yaw, and it just feels so incredibly satisfying. Something really cool is when you try to do a 180 turn at speed in Atmo. First, the yaw is limited by the aerodynamic pressures, very similar to what you've experienced in a helicopter traveling at speed. Then as soon as you reach that critical point, you cut through the air like butter and your ship is aggressively thrown into reverse by the aerodynamics with all the sound effects that go along with it. The wind shear, the rear thrusters kicking into full power, it's really nice. Flying decoupled with a dual stick setup feels so satisfying, even more so than in Elite. An absolute godsend in this game is the vector indicator. It is so nice to have a one-to-one indication of where your ship is heading, compared to Elite where you're spending so much time trying to feel your vector by staring at space dust. Having an actual graphic telling you whether you're drifting left or right, whether you're going up or down, it helps so much in visualizing exactly where you're heading and what inputs you need to do to correct. Check out this atmospheric entry burn effect while we move on to the next subject, which is Immersion. Star Citizen lets you go anywhere on foot. You could be out on a planet surface, in a city, in a space station, in EVA around your ship, inside of a building in a settlement, in the station hangar walking around your ship, and finally, boarding your ship and taking it all in before you crawl behind the pilot seat and take off. The attention to detail in Star Citizen is mind-boggling. There's detail everywhere, and every computer system, the ship's HUD, the ship's interior and screen layout, it's all unique and personal to the brand. Everything has that personal touch, which further helps to make your surroundings feel alive and real. Finally, while there is still so much for me to do in Star Citizen, I did a mission. A simple pick up the stuff and deliver it somewhere. Mind you, in all this footage I'm still trying to get the hang of stuff like the quantum drive. I'll quickly mention that I'm not yet convinced that it is more fun than Super Cruise, but I will admit that it is nice to point and click, fire and forget, and simply wait until you arrive, compared to the chores of Super Cruise, slowdown and all that in Elite. One other side note I just wanted to share real quick, I will put some video on screen that shows me using Star Citizen in combination with VorpX, which is a tool that allows you to play a lot of games in 3D stereoscopic VR view, even though they might not yet be ready. And there's a lot of people playing it this way on YouTube, and they are kind of selling you the impression that it works well, and I'm here to tell you that it doesn't. The screen is very warped, the resolutions are hard to get right, there's a lot of input lag because it tries to replicate a sort of Trek IR view. It just doesn't work very well. The 3D effect looks wrong, some objects look close while others look far away, and some of the guys that I've watched on YouTube actually have this disabled, so while they're trying to sell to you the impression that they're watching it through 3D, they're actually watching it in 2D in their head-mounted display. So be warned, don't buy Star Citizen if you're expecting a working VR setup right now. Anyway, I made my way down to pick up 3 boxes. Holy smokes, they have amazing looking settlements where I can just touch down anywhere on the pad. No landing clicks, just land anywhere I fit, shut down, get out.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
I walk to the building and holy smokes, I have to actually pressurize. Yay, I was disappointed to see Elite lacked this feature with their magic Atmos shields. I grab the box and oh, I actually have to, you know, physically bring it to my ship. I put all the boxes in the depressurization chamber, the save on trips through the airlock. I haul the boxes to my ship and well, drop them inside. I travel to their destination, and as I drop them off to complete the mission, I can't help but wonder.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Why play Elite?
Engines are off.